Okay. I'm gonna try to do an actual game review this time instead of just memeing on Taylor and calling him a dumbass. He ends up winning right here by like 3.5 points. It's extremely back and forth up until the end when he like secures this final bit of territory that I can't get into. And the big takeaway from these games, I feel like when I look at the AI, is that we're both beginners and we're both kind of trash. And some of the biggest dips in win percentage come from just playing like not optimal moves. So I'm gonna try to go through this and see if anything. This is more of an exercise for me to understand the game better. So I don't think I'm gonna bring a lot of insight, but let's just try. Okay, so the first four moves are gonna be him taking these corner points, and me taking a corner point, and 4 and 3 right here. And I think the difference between these is that this is more of like an influence thing to influence the middle of the board and like the sides and stuff. And this is more of like saying like, I'm just taking this corner. So he is like kind of broadcasting that he's going to be playing, or he's in the best shape to play an influence game. All right, so securing this corner, do a one space jump. This was really like this. If we were better players and I did this, I would just get punished so hard, I feel like. Because approaching like this is just like generally like at a higher level of play, I feel like it's really bad, but I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, he's just like, don't come in. He's just like, yeah, don't come in. Just leave. I was like, okay, I'll take my corner. He's expanding out, growing his territory right there. I'm still over here. This is really dumb of me, I feel like. And the game already is telling me like these are bad moves, but I don't know. We'll see. This is also him like a huge spike in win percentage for me because he made this move. So that's gonna be the big trend this game, is like us just not being optimal. I guess I could try to figure out why the AI thinks this isn't optimal. I guess it's because like if you just have like if you just go around like this instead of playing like in towards the corner, I feel like that's generally like a better way to do it. Like if you would have played like here or here, maybe it would have been a little more optimal. I'm not sure. Still learning the game. I felt like this is pretty okay. I have like a good shape here, so I can do a big extension. That's fine. So here he is extending into the center, which I think the game also gave me a huge edge right there, because like generally you want to get the sides first. Like third line, like side, like playing like maybe over here would have been better for him. I'm not sure. And then there's me doing this like basically the same thing. A little bit more of a scared move though. I only did a one space jump. He did a two space jump, but he's got guys over here, so I'm just like not about it. Let's see. We're just kind of getting we're not really fighting yet. We're just kind of like establishing borders. It feels like he does a big approach right here. This is the game thinks this is bad. I got scared by this. So I just like, I don't know if this is good. It's probably bad. Just like, like try to cut him off. He's just going to extend to the side. I'm going to cut him off right here. He's going to cut right here as opposed to going up. I don't know. This is good. This seems okay though, because he's almost got me in Atari from two different sides. So I'm going to extend right here. His group's got two liberties. I guess this was okay for me because like I'm putting him on two liberties each, and all my groups have 3, 2, and then 3. So he's gonna put mine in there. I guess I'm just gonna like say like this is just a trade, I guess. And I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I think I could just like connect here because this is dead. So yeah, I just connect. And he's just gonna like say, okay, I fucked up, and I'm gonna like, you know, get my pieces over here. I'm not sure if I needed to take that. Oh no, I did. I think I was in Atari. Yeah, I was in Atari. Yeah, I needed to take that. Okay. So he's just gonna build out here. Let's go forward a little bit. Let's see if we can figure things out. So after several moves, he's like kind of drawing a like he's really using this influence well. And I guess what I'm thinking is like, hey, I'm gonna have this whole bottom corner of the map, this whole bottom corner of the map, and maybe this shit in the center right here. This gets really, like, if I remember correctly, this gets really feisty over here. Um, yeah, he is just being. The thing about playing with Tayler is he plays like really really aggressively. I'm not sure if it's like it seems good because like it flusters me a lot because I feel like I need to get better at playing defensive. So like when he puts me in situations where he's just like testing my limits, I don't necessarily need to do anything right here, but I should. But if I was better, maybe I'd find a better move elsewhere. Yeah, I'm just letting him like just like totally. I mean, I'm kind of threatening this group a little bit, but he can just like connect. This is like really good shape. This is like one of the earliest things I learned in this game is like having like the shoulder hit on your own guy is like really really good because like you can connect from either way. Looking at this in retrospect, I feel like I could be pushing in from top because I have all of this with this big gap right here, and he's just coming in. So I could be applying pressure so that maybe he tries to form connections and come back up here. Because if you look at like the way this is shaped, I feel like that would work. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I am coming in like that a little bit. Okay, let's. Right now, it's just like it has me at a really high win percentage because I feel like we're also like we're beginners. We're not making optimal moves. Oh, I am kind of pushing in from the top. Okay. Couldn't remember that. Okay, let's see what the situation is now. So he's got just like a base right here almost, right? And I have all of these like individual stones that are kind of like they're not really the best shape right now, but it looks like I'm saying like, okay, whatever, you can have this. I'm going to try to threaten this group. But apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm going over here. Okay, let's play this out. This cut was just like the game just thought this was just like such a bad move, and I could see why, because I can just immediately put in an Atari, and then he would have to escape going down there. But he really has like no reinforcements here, so it looks like a losing battle for him. I played this instead of going on top. Maybe it's just again a beginner inexperience, but I feel like in retrospect I should have played there and just let him try to go down here, because I feel like this isn't looking very like good for him if he extends down here. But instead I'm just like ceding territory to him. Let's see. Yeah, we're just like filling out borders. I think one of my biggest problems in this game is I especially playing online, I really use estimate score and analyze way too often, which is obviously something you can't use as effectively when you're playing live. But this is all we're playing right now, so I'm using it heavily as a crutch. Oh, he just takes... Whoa, what the heck? Oh, did I just give this up? Oh, yeah, when he plays right there, he gets the double Atari, and yeah, I just have to give up one of those stones. And now he's in. Now he's in right here, so this is just, like, misplays on my part. He cuts again. The game is also saying this is bad. This is just a bad move, and he's doing it several times, but I'm not good enough to punish it, apparently. This is suggesting that this is what I should have played, and I didn't. So then he connects here. I'm not sure. This is like the AI here is just like suggesting that we like this sequence is good. I don't know. Again, not sure. Trying to take this seriously, so I'm learning. Okay, so he's just like in my. So this is like almost always a bad move. That is something I know. Like playing on the edge, it's almost always a bad move. It's definitely less bad because of all this he has right here. He's just like dividing my territory. I'm still like pretty safe in this corner and this corner, but he's just like in here now, and he's gonna get like free points, and he's gonna stop me from being super influential with both groups. He's the one like really dictating the pace of this game right now. So now I'm like kind of trying to go into his, like invade into his area. Another thing that I've been learning is that playing on the the second line from the side is not as optimal as the third line from the side. This is like called a losing line, because like if I can like obviously make territory with this pretty easily, but I feel like people that play this on a higher level like definitely value the third line much higher than the second line. I'm not sure why that is, but he's starting me with an Atari right here. I'm just gonna extend. I feel like there's a lot of like, not co-fights, but like a lot of like little exchanges here in the mid game. He's playing over there. What do I do? I play right there. This is dumb. Oh, this gave me like a huge like loss in win percentage. This gave him a huge loss. It's just like the game was like, you're definitely gonna win this game if he's playing moves like that. But again, we're beginners, so. Yeah, he just kind of gave me this. It's another thing we gotta try to get out of the habit of, I guess. Oh, and he's also putting me in Atari right here. So, oh, but I had him in Atari. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, this is just the worst shape I've ever seen. I have a similar shape, like right here, just like so not optimal. But the cool thing about this is that he can connect it, and I can connect this. So, again, we're doing suboptimal things, but we're both beginners. I think it's probably the number one thing we have to work on. It's just like trying to find more optimal moves. Let's go through a couple moves here. See what's going on. Okay, he is just like playing in here was just like I don't know what was going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure. He plays right there, and I just like cut it off, and I'm just able to get like free prisoners. I guess he's trying to push into here and force me to connect over here so he gets the corner. Because like now we're like, this is pretty much his. This is pretty much mine. This is still kind of contested. This is, you know, mine, but it's not a lot of points. What are the other huge mistakes that happen? The game is just like pretty much like saying that I'm gonna win for the rest of this up until these points over here. Let me just fast forward. So I'll fast forward to right before my huge drop in win percentage. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, situation right now is that like I have like a good portion of this. He's pushing in. He can't really push past this. He can't come into here. I can't come into here. This is like a huge. This is like his biggest like victory right here. And I should have like, in retrospect, I obviously should have at least put some stones there near the beginning of the game. At least get some kind of shape in every major like quadrant of the board. I feel like that's kind of the next thing I need to learn to do. Especially when he's not playing any moves that are forcing me to do anything. Okay, let's see where it goes wrong for me. So this just cutting me off from getting in here, like fully. Like even if I were to play right there, like he could still cut me off. But this is like a full, like he's like, the game definitely recognizes like, oh, you're just not getting in there now. And I'm like, you know, securing my borders over here as well. And now playing into here and just like trying to secure borders, maybe trying to threaten this group, but I don't think that's going to work for me at all because he can just connect. I think at this point the game is just like, oh yeah, he's got way more territory than you. I think it's just like me, this move right here on J19, just absolutely cutting me off from getting in here, even though I couldn't really get in there anyway. That was just like, oh yeah, you're not gaining any more territory throughout this game. So as long as Tayler just plays safely for the rest of the game, he's going to win. Just because he just has more points than I do. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Are there any other like huge exchanges here? I think the win percentage for Taylor is just going to go up and up and up. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, it was just, this was just like dead for me from the start by not getting into this giant chunk of territory, which is like more than a quarter of the board. So good on Tayler for recognizing that and really punishing me and always like kind of putting me on edge here. But there's something that we both need to get way better at is finding, like looking like at the beginning of the game and the middle of the game, looking to like where this game is going to end. Because like seeing this It's so obvious now, like I should have played in here. But I didn't because I'm a dumbass. And he's just gonna like reap the benefits of that. This was not an even trade for this or this, especially since he got so much influence in the center and he really, really got to cripple all these groups. Because this is just like, this giant group is just like crippling this and these smaller ones. This is still hilarious to me. This big chunk. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to review more of these games and see if I can get like glean some more insight. But yeah, Taylor is every time we play, he understands the game really really well for only having played it for like a couple weeks now. So I need to get on his level in terms of like understanding. There's so many parts of this game that you need to learn and get better at. And I need to think more about what those are for me. It's probably, I mean, it's everything, but like I need to really prioritize certain things. So I think this game makes me feel like I need to put more time into seeing the end game in the beginning. Yeah, so that's it. I hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. It probably wasn't, but it's helpful for me, so, you know, fucking whatever.